Have you noticed your 2023 or 2024 Honda Pilot's infotainment screen freezing up or lagging right when you need it most? It's a frustrating glitch affecting many new owners, but there is a specific fix you can do right in your driveway that addresses everything from CarPlay drops to backup camera delays. Stick around because we're going to walk through the exact update process and explain how to avoid a common mistake that could cost you over $1,000 at the dealership. If you've spent any time behind the wheel of the 4th generation Honda Pilot, you know it's a massive step up in terms of tech and interior design. However, many owners are finding that the sophisticated Android-based infotainment system isn't always as smooth as it should be. You might be driving down the highway with your navigation active when suddenly the screen just hangs. Or maybe you're trying to change a radio station and the system takes 3 or 4 seconds to respond to a simple touch. The most common complaint involves wireless connectivity. You get into the car, your phone is in your pocket, and you expect Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to fire up instantly. Instead, you're met with a connecting spinner that never goes away. Or worse, the audio starts cutting in and out like a scratched CD from the 90s. For a brand new vehicle, this kind of tech friction is more than just a minor annoyance. It's a major distraction that pulls your eyes off the road. This issue currently affects the 2023 and 2024 Honda Pilot across all trim levels. Whether you have the base Sport, the rugged TrailSport, or the top-tier Elite, the core architecture of the infotainment system is the same. Because this is a relatively new platform for Honda, these early software growing pains have become a frequent topic of conversation in owner forums and on social media. Drivers are reporting a few specific error messages that serve as a smoking gun for this problem. If you see a pop-up that says "System UI is not responding" or "Google Automotive Services has stopped," your vehicle is definitely dealing with the software bug Honda is trying to squash. Sometimes the screen doesn't give you an error message at all. It might just stay stuck on the Honda H splash screen when you start the car, leaving you without a radio or navigation for the entire trip. Perhaps the most concerning symptom is a delay in the rearview camera. You shift into reverse and for a split second or longer, the screen stays black or remains on the previous menu. In a large 3-row SUV like the Pilot, that camera is a vital safety tool, and any lag there is a legitimate concern. Owners on Reddit and Pilot-specific forums have described this as a heart-stopping moment when they expect to see what's behind them, and the screen is just blank. The root cause of all these glitches isn't a hardware failure, which is actually good news. Honda identified that the Android-based operating system was suffering from memory leaks and coding inefficiencies. Think of it like a computer that's been left on for a month straight with too many tabs open. Eventually, the memory fills up with junk data, and the system slows to a crawl or crashes entirely. The firmware refresh Honda released is designed to clean up that coding and manage the system's resources more effectively. The fix is a comprehensive over-the-air, or OTA, software update. You don't even have to step foot in a dealership service bay. Honda has pushed this update out so that the car can download and install it using either your home Wi-Fi or the vehicle's built-in cellular data connection. To get started, you'll want to park your Pilot in a spot with a strong signal. If you can pull it close to your house to catch your home Wi-Fi, the download will likely go much faster. On your infotainment screen, go to the Settings menu, then select System, and finally, System Update. From there, you'll hit Check for Update. If your vehicle is part of the rollout, it will prompt you to begin the download. Now, here is the part where you need to be extremely careful. The download and installation process usually takes about 15 to 30 minutes. During the writing phase of the update, the system is literally rewriting its own brain. It is absolutely critical that the vehicle remains in park and the power remains steady. Most owners prefer to keep the engine running to ensure the battery doesn't dip in voltage, but you must stay in the vehicle or keep it in a well-ventilated area. If you turn off the ignition or try to drive while the progress bar is active, unless the screen explicitly tells you it's safe to do so, you run the risk of bricking the head unit. In the tech world, bricking means the software is corrupted so badly that the hardware becomes as useless as a brick. If that happens, the system won't boot up at all, and no amount of button mashing will bring it back. At that point, your only option is a full hardware replacement at the dealer. Real-world owner experiences with this update have been largely positive. Most people report that the snappiness of the screen returns immediately after the reboot. The wireless CarPlay connection becomes much more stable, and that annoying lag when shifting into reverse usually disappears. Some owners mentioned they had to try the download a couple of times before it took, likely due to a weak Wi-Fi signal, so don't panic if it doesn't work on the very first try. Before this update, some drivers were told by dealerships that their phones were the problem, or they were advised to buy expensive high-speed USB cables to bypass the wireless issues. While a good cable is never a bad idea, those were often just band-aid fixes for what was ultimately a core software problem within the Honda head unit itself. Let's talk about the cost. Since this is an over-the-air update, the cost to you should be exactly $0. It's a free improvement provided by Honda to ensure the vehicle operates as advertised. However, if you aren't comfortable doing it yourself and you take it to a dealership, they might charge you a diagnostic fee or a half hour of labor if the vehicle is outside its basic warranty period, though most 2023 and 2024 models should still be covered. In a scenario where you're paying out of pocket at an independent shop, you'd likely look at a flat fee of around $100 to $150 for them to perform the update and verify the system's health. At a dealership, that labor rate might climb to $145 or $200 depending on your location. The real nightmare cost scenario is if the update fails or the head unit is damaged. A full replacement for one of these high-definition displays and the integrated computer can easily cost between $1,500 and $2,000 for parts and labor in 2026. This is why following the installation instructions perfectly is so important. By taking 20 minutes to run this update, you aren't just getting rid of a few annoying bugs, you're also protecting the long-term health of your vehicle's electronics. A system that constantly crashes or overheats due to memory leaks can eventually cause premature wear on the hardware components. Keeping your firmware current is the best way to ensure your Pilot's tech stays relevant and functional for years to come. Have you dealt with a frozen screen or a laggy backup camera in your new Honda Pilot? Tell us in the comments if this software update fixed the issue for you or if you're still seeing those system UI errors. If this breakdown helped you save a trip to the dealer, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest tech fixes for your car.